Hello, happy campers. It's Mrs. Dushin again. You are on page 16 in your expression packet, and today we're going to talk about the distributive property. So the distributive property is something that you've been doing for a long time, 4th, 5th grade for sure, 6th grade. Okay, but you probably didn't do it with the variables before. And now we have variables going on. We got positives, negatives, all sorts of stuff. So this is definitely kicking it up a notch from where you were. So basically what you're doing here, there's notes and examples on the top that I'm not going to go through, but they're there in case you want them, okay, in case you need to reference them. Essentially what happens here, so for number 1, let me write this on my whiteboard. It says 5 times k minus 4, okay? So what that means is that we have 5 groups. Here, I'll write this on here so you can see it. 5 groups of k minus 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But instead of doing this with it, which is obnoxious, right? What we have here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 k's, and then -4 and -4 and -4 and -4 and -4 is -20. So this is our simplified expression. Now, this is me writing it out, which obviously you're not going to do. I just want to show you how these two things link. This is multiplication, 5 groups of k minus 4, okay? So what we do here is we circle this 5 because it's on the outside of the parentheses, and we draw arrows to each term inside the parentheses. It's very important that you do that. And then, because parentheses indicate multiplication, you're going to multiply 5 times k, which is 5k, and then 5 times -4, which is -20. So there is your simplified answer, 5k minus 20, okay? All right, so now let me go back to this. So again, we're going to circle, we're going to draw arrows, and we get 5k minus 20, okay? Now, for number 2, this is just written a little bit differently, and we just wanted to show you one of these. It's the -8 that's being multiplied by both of the terms inside the parentheses. The -8 is just at the end instead of in the front, but it's the same kind of thing. So we would do -8 times n, which is -8n, and then -8 times +14, which is -112. And again, these are our final answers because these are not like terms. You cannot combine the -20 and the 5k because the 5 has a k and the 20 does not, okay? So this is it. We stop. The goal of the distributive property is to get rid of the parentheses. Once you distribute, there is no more parentheses. Number 3, we have 6 being multiplied times the n plus 3. So we're circling the 6, drawing our arrows. 6 times m is 6m, and 6 times +3 is +18. Done. Number 4, we circle the -3. We draw arrows. -3 times +8 is -24. Now be careful here. -3 times -c, a negative times a negative is a positive, and 3 times c is 3c. Number 5, we circle the -5. We draw our arrows. -5 times -3 is +15, and then we have that x. And then -5 times -10 is +50. Number 6, we're going to circle that -9. This time we're going to draw 3 arrows because there are 3 terms inside those parentheses, but it's the same exact process. -9 times 3a is -27a. -9 times 6b is -54b. And -9 times -c is +9c. I want you to pause your video and try 7 and 8, and then unpause and see how you did. Go ahead. Okay, let's see. Circle the 10, draw our arrows. 10 times negative 4g is negative 40g, and 10 times negative 3 is negative 30. For number 8, we circle the negative 12, draw our arrows. Negative 12 times negative 4 is positive 48, and then we need that x, and negative 12 times 8 is negative 96. Done. How did it go? All right, so make sure you have this down, and if you're good, then flip to page 17, please, because now we're going to kick this up a notch, okay? All right, number 1. The first thing we have to do, so what we want to do here is simplify these expressions, okay? There are 2 ways, let me write this over here. There are 2 ways that we can simplify expressions. One way is combining like terms, and the other way is to distribute. But it is possible that you might have to do both in order to get an expression completely simplified. And that's what's happening here, okay? So first we're going to distribute, and we have to distribute first because we have to get rid of the parentheses. Once we get rid of the parentheses, then we check to see if we have to combine like terms, okay? So number 1, what we need to distribute is the 2. So we circle the 2 and we draw our arrows. 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. Now we have to bring down the plus 7x. So we've distributed, the parentheses are gone, and now we do 2x and 7x, which is 9x, and then we bring that minus 10 along with us. This is our fully simplified answer. Number 2, we're going to circle the 4. We're going to draw our arrows because, again, we have to distribute first. 4 times b is 4b. 4 times 1 is 4. And then we're going to bring down the negative 3b. And now we can combine like terms. 4b minus 3b is 1b. So I'm not going to write the 1, but you can. It's not wrong. And then we got to tack on that plus 4. Number 3, you have to be very careful. You have to ask yourself, what is being distributed? What is right outside the parentheses? And the answer to that is negative 3. That is what is being distributed. And it's not just the 3, it's negative 3. It's so important that you circle that. So to start, we're just going to bring this 8c down. Then negative 3 times c is negative 3c, and negative 3 times negative 5 is positive 15. Now that the parentheses are gone, 8c minus 3c is 5c, and then I tack on the plus 15. Again, number 4, you have to ask yourself, what is right outside the parentheses? And that is the negative 2. By the way, you cannot do 11 minus 2 and put 9 here. And that's because of PEMDAS. Your order of operations says that you need to multiply, which is the distributive property, before you subtract. That is a huge misconception. Kids will do 11 minus 2, they'll write 9, and then they distribute the 9. No, no, no. You have to distribute first. So again, we're going to bring the 11 down. Negative 2 times a is negative 2a. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Now we have 11 minus 2, which is 9, and then we bring the negative 2a along with us. Okay? Now, you got to be careful here with number 5 and 6. These guys are tricky. Why? Because we have 2 sets of parentheses. So first, we're going to distribute this 4. Okay? 4 times 8m is 32m. 4 times negative 7n is negative 28n. Now we have to circle the 6 and distribute that. 6 times 3n is positive 18n. And 6 times negative 4 is negative 24m. Now all of our parentheses are gone, and now we combine like terms. But be careful, these are m's and n's, so it's a little bit tricky. So we're going to do 32m minus 24m, which gives us 8m. And then we have negative 28n plus 18n, which is negative 10n. Whoa, baby. A lot going on there. Okay, number 6. Again, be careful. 2 sets of parentheses, so that's double distribution. So we start with a 12. 12 times 1 is 12. 12 times negative 3g is negative 36g. Now we're going to circle the 8, and we're going to draw our arrows. 8 times g is plus 8g, and 8 times f is positive 8f. Now our parentheses are gone. We can combine like terms. Negative 36g plus 8g is negative 28g. There is nothing to combine with the f, so we're going to bring the plus 8f up. And there's nothing to combine with the 12. And because there's no sign in front of it, we know it's a positive 12. And now we are done. Okay? All right, I'm actually not going to do this one on the bottom only because I don't like it. Your teacher might decide to do it with you, but I don't like this problem, so I am going to skip it. Okay? All right, again, make sure you have all this down on pages 16 and 17 in your packet. If you need to pause the video or rewind it, let us know. If you need help, send us an email, or you can always go on to the Google or to the math support and get help there. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, everyone.